Hello, everybody. My name is Beatrice Gonzalez, and I am a spiritual investigator here to deliver the news of what the FBI knows. So, let's get down to business and talk about it. So, this whole entire community, military families, all living in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, are plotting to take our president out. And the reason why they're doing it is because since now their community and other communities are all under investigation, federal investigation, and all of their secrets have now been exposed to the corruption and all of the individuals that are all tied in together. Now they're plotting to try and take our president, Mr. Trump, out. But it ain't going to happen because I'm going to tell you right now, you only want to take him out because you are under a federal investigation and your child trafficking ring has been exposed. Exploitation, child exploitation, sex trafficking, everything has been exposed. So, see, this is what they wanted to do because they know that they're in deep trouble and they're going to be going to prison very soon and raids and people are going to be arrested. Now they're all plotting to try and take our president out. But he is protecting our country and all of the rest of the other individuals who are helping out in the investigation. And this has nothing to do with a particular party. These are people who are doing the right thing for our country, to protect our country, to protect our families and our children. So you see why this organized crime who has been exposed for all of their corruption and illegal criminal activities targeting American families. Now they want to commit treason. They want to cause some kind of problem in this country because now they have been exposed. So now that their organization has been exposed, all of their illegal criminal activity, the FBI, DEA knows that these individuals get paid, these managers who are the ones that oversees the targeted individuals, the families that they target, get paid huge payouts. They get paid money to exploit children and families uh, through hidden surveillance. So now that their cover has been blown and they're all under federal investigation, their communities are about to get raided because their secrets is all out. So the FBI, DEA knows that because because they know that everything that they were doing illegally, exploiting families in their homes, and they were receiving payouts to do this. See, these are people who that don't have a conscience. I'm going to say it right now. They don't have a conscience because for you to do this to an innocent family and to exploit them, and then on top of it try to hide everything that you created together in order to cover yourself, uh it ain't going to work. Because see, everything that you thought was a secret is all out. See, they work with AI tech pros, and these AI tech pros are the ones that they hack into your devices, and they link their email into your email, and then they go in and then they apply uh, applications. See, they steal your identity, but they do it through your email so that if anything goes down, you're the one who takes the blame for it. But the FBI and the DEA knows exactly how they've been pulling off this fraud together. They steal your identity, they hack into your email, and then they utilize your email so that they can set shop up, meaning they start a business. They open up a business in your name, and they apply for loans because, see, the FBI knows that this is exactly what my ex-best friend had did. She hacked my email, uh, got into my email, and utilized my identity, my information to apply for loans because they know that she has $400,000 in her bank account, and it was all through loans, fraudulent fraudulent loans that she had applied for and had received this money. So they know that she had gotten rich behind this criminal activity, and this is an activity that all of the military families, community members all participate because their cover has been blown. Thank God it's been blown, because now they're watching all of them and they know exactly everything that they did, because this is sad that people, want to make money off of the individuals that they exploit, and then they take your identity, they open up a business, because this is what my ex-best friend did. Not only did she exploit me and my family, but she opened up a business in my name utilizing my information. And the FBI, DEA, Internal Affairs knows exactly what she did. So she was receiving money from that account, from that business account. It was a storefront. And when these individuals open up a storefront, it could be Amazon, it could be eBay, it could be any business that is advertised online. So they open up business, they take your identity, they open up the business, and they use the business to sell products. And then when they do receive the money, they take the money and then they transfer the money into their accounts. So they transfer the money, into their personal accounts. And now that the FBI and the DEA, Internal Affairs, sees exactly what they have been doing, they now know that this was a community thing. This whole entire community was trying to conceal their scheme, their money scheme operation, that they're all connected with each other. They know exactly how they pull it off. They do it through the AI techs, the tech pros who hack into your account. They also know that they commit healthcare fraud. They also know that they change documents, because these individuals did that with my medical record. They said that I had autism and ADHD. Never have I ever been diagnosed with autism or ADHD. No medical professional has ever diagnosed me with that type of medical condition. So now they know how they do it, working with these AI tech pros. So they lied about my medical condition. They also hired, because they knew that I was exposing everything to the public. I was making these videos exposing all of everything that they were doing. So the FBI, DEA, Internal Affairs knows that these individuals, because they were all shaking in their boots, shaking in their boots big time, because the heat was hot for all of them to handle. And they knew that all of their secrets and information was all coming out to the open. And I was the one who was exposing it. And I love it because, see, when you underestimate people and you believe that you can walk all over people and just take advantage of the people that you utilize for your fraud, for you to get away with all of your criminal, illegal activities, targeting families. Well, you just targeted the wrong one, because I always knew I was going to come after all of y'all full force, and that I was going to make sure to it that I was going to see all of y'all behind bars, and it's coming. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So I get so much joy when I know I take a whole group of people down, because I gotta say that I feel good when I know that I can do that. Excuse me for 1 second. So the time is here. So all of these people are in big time trouble, because they always thought that they were going to have the upper hand against the American people, thinking that they were going to get away. Well, think again, because uh, big law is breathing down your necks. Excuse me. It's very good for you. So these idiots, these idiots had hired a private investigator. Oh, trying to get the investigator to find some type of dirt on me. So this is how the they were like in a state of desperation. Oh boy, what are we going to do? She's exposing all of us, and she knows what's going on. We got to find something on her. So what they tried to do is that they hired a PI, private investigator, to investigate me. So the investigator went back and told them she has no dirt on her. She's squeaky clean, meaning nothing. So when they had got the news that the PI reported back that there was no dirt on me, meaning I have a clean criminal record, they were upset and were arguing with the PI. Why? Because you didn't like the conclusion that he spoke the truth and he gave you the investigation to his findings, and I was squeaky clean. So because they could not find anything on me, because I don't do nothing to break the law, and everything that you said about me was all fabricated. So you try to get the PI to investigate me to find something, but it didn't wind up like the way that you thought, because I don't do anything. I don't sleep around. I don't use drugs, and I'm not a prostitute, and I don't have AIDS. Everything that you did, you fabricated together, because you committed fraud. You committed fraud. You stole my identity. You utilized it for court on a one-sided court case. You all are tied into sex trafficking, child exploitation, child trafficking, and a whole list of other charges that all of y'all are going to be slapped with, because the feds is watching all of y'all and the raids are coming. So you can't find a way to get out of the trouble that you're in. But of course, you're going to go down because you're working for the Jew. And the Jew is always going to make sure to it that his hands are clean and you're going to go down. So if I were you, I would snitch on the Jew man, because he is not worthy to take the rap for him. And that's how I feel about that. because you are going to be in a lot of trouble for getting paid huge payouts to exploit children, because everybody knows that you work with real estate owners who set the house, the apartment, the row house with hidden cameras and audio for you to exploit children and families, because these perverts like watching little girls, little boys, men and women having sex. And they all need to go down. And if you support a child trafficker and you exploit a family, I'm going to tell you right now, you defending and protecting a child trafficker, you're just as guilty as he is. And that's why this raid is going to take place and you're going to go down. Because you don't think that real estate properties, houses, and homes, to where all of this hidden surveillance and all of the hidden audio, that they don't know who you are? Of course, they know who you are. They're watching everything. And that's why you're about to get raided, because you are aiding and supporting a child trafficker. So, oops. That's old information. Let me go back. So they know that this group was so desperate, running out of desperation to try and find dirt on me. But you know that your time is up and the time is here, because a lot of people have jumped ship. And thank you so much for all the people who did the right thing. And I just want to say this to the people who have jumped ship. Don't worry about your past, because what's important now is what you're doing now for your country, for each American person who will no longer be targeted by this group. So you see, every time you do something like this to expose the ones who put you up to do this, you are contributing to the safety and the security of all of us here in this country. And your past doesn't define you. Always remember that. It doesn't define you. If anything, it refines you. It makes you into a better person. So is what is that is what is most important. That your past will not hold you back for you to be a good human being. You can always change your life, no matter what your past is. And when you work with your shadows and your darkness, and you learn how to walk in the light and in the truth, that is what's more important, not your past, because the past is the past. That was just a lesson that you had to go through in order for you to start your new beginning. So, yes, I congratulate you and I thank you for doing the right thing. So, let me tell you what else the FBI knows. So they know that this whole entire community who is trying to conceal their secrets, but it's all over because they see exactly that this is organized crime, because it's a controlled environment and everybody's working together. So the people who they target, they work together to bring the person down together. So of course, if you got 200-300 people working together to take one person down, it's going to be easy for these people to commit fraud. It's going to be easy for them to commit Redrum, to put a life insurance policy out on you. And see, now that they know that this community is a controlled environment, and everybody's working together with the hackers and the identity theft and the healthcare fraud, and how they alter documents, how they go into the person's email because they link their email to the person who is targeted, so that they can get into that person's email, so that they can change data around, apply for business loans, apply for other type of loans. Because see, the feds know also that there were people who had gotten student loans. They knew how people were all doing it together with going into their email and using the email to open up storefronts, businesses, and the money that was being generated, well, the money was going into their personal accounts, transferring it from your identity that is connected to the business. So, see, this is what they have been doing. And not only that, but the feds know that all of these individuals were rewriting everybody's history. So, the history, your actual history, is not the history that is yours. What they do is that they make one up for you. So they do it through altering documents. They paint another picture about you. They paint that you're sick. So they know also too that by them altering your medical records, by using AI tech pros, these hackers who have all of your information, because they go in, they know your information. The person who is the manager, who is the one who is overseeing and responsible to exploit you through hidden cameras, you and your family, is the one who is close to you, who is working together, who is which was my ex best friend. She was working with the hacker, and they all knew how to do it together. So they work together, they target you, they take your information, they alter medical records, they fabricate it together, and they rewrite your history. So now, if you're a decent, law abiding citizen, and you're a goody two shoe, because that's exactly what I am, a goody two shoe. And they rewrote my history, and they painted another picture of me. They painted me as if I was a drug addict, a prostitute, I had AIDS, and now they said that I had autism and ADHD. So this is the information that the feds has on this group, how they just make up and rewrite your whole entire history. They said that I was a thief, I had a sex addiction, I was a prostitute. So you see how they rewrite everything. So this whole entire community who lies together, fabricates everything. They do it through documentations. They do everything together through hacking. So they painted a whole different picture of the person who they target. So, see, they exploit you in your home. They record you because the feds know that they were recording me, they were watching me, and they were exploiting me and my daughter. So, see, these sick, twisted, psychological, demented people who did this to me, not only did they do it to me, they did it to a whole lot of people. And this is why they're all under investigation, and they're all going to be in a prison cell. So now, once they do this, the feds know that once they rewrite your history and they give you the one that they want through alterations of documents, hacking, exploiting you, they mix the half truths with their lies. So now, because they mix half truths, So if they record you in your home and they have exploited you and you're having sex with your partner, now they'll say she's a prostitute. Of course, you're not supposed to be watching me. You're not supposed to be recording me. You're not supposed to know what I do in my private time with my spouse. But you take videos and then you turn around with all of the people who you work with, and then you say that I'm a prostitute. No, the FBI, CIA, DEA, because see, this I have to talk about now, other situations, but I'll get to that after I talk about this right here. They know that this is a community of drug users, that my ex-best friend and all of the community members are drug users, alcoholics. These are the people who have multiple sex partners. So everything that they were trying to say that I was, the FBI, the feds, seen it was they who were drug addicts, sleeping around with multiple partners and alcoholics. How dare you? How dare you say that I was a drug user, an alcoholic, and that I had a sex addiction when it's all of y'all who have it? But everything is going to come out into the open because, see, the truth is going to be plastered for the United States of America to see exactly how these people do it together. So the feds know, they rewrite your history and they give you a new history, the one for them that makes it convenient for them to work with corrupt lawyers, corrupt judges, Jew judges who are all on board with this child exploitation and sex trafficking. And they utilize all of the information that this group of crazy, demented community members whip up together so that they can utilize that information that they created and whipped up together so that they could commit fraud in court. This is sick. But thank God they're all under investigation and you're getting locked up. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it that it's going down because it's here now. So, well, that's what you get when you mess around with the Jew man. They don't do no good for anybody. If anybody, they take you down. That's why they pay for everything, because they don't want to do it. They like to pay everybody off, and but it's too late because your whole entire evil empire has been exposed. So they know that the whole entire community is running a money scheme operation. And this is what the whole entire community was trying to hide, and getting this private investigator to investigate me. And they know about my ex-best friend having $400,000 in her account from loans that she got, fraudulent loans, because she used people's identity. So she's going down. Oh, 25 to life, believe that, because she exploited us and my daughter and me. So now she's going to go down for child trafficking, sex trafficking, bank fraud, theft of identity, HIPAA laws, everything, because they fabricated all of these medical records. Oh, she's going down big time. She's never going to get out of prison. Believe that. She's going to go and lay down and be watched. She might turn gay. Because she ain't coming out. She ain't gonna get no more what is that? she, she, she ain't gonna have no more sex with her husband. She going down for real. So they know about her doing this with the fraud. So she's really gonna go down. They know because they made a connection with all of these individuals, this community who they thought that their secrets was going to be hidden, but it's all out in the open. They take the identity, they rewrite your history, and then they put you in different locations, and then they remotely, run the business, from the account that they, open up the storefront, and it's being remotely, managed from different locations. So they know that they're working with these states, and all of it has been found. All of this is evidence. New York, New Jersey, Virginia, Vermont, Las Vegas, Kansas, Washington State, California, Texas, the West Coast, North and South Carolina, and Florida. So these are travelers, so they go to different states, they get their connections, they work with different people, so they know how to do this. They know how to pull it off. They know how to pull it off to make this money, this fraud money. So they're all going to get locked up because they know that they're all hackers working together, because they know that the person teaches each one how to do this. So it's like the military family. One of them got trained, went to school to know about AI technology. So that person taught the next person, because the feds know about that as well, that they were teaching others how to hack, go into the accounts, link their emails into the account of the targeted person who they want to utilize for identity theft, to utilize for fraud, to utilize to open up a business front. So they know how to do it, working with the hackers, because they were taught by someone else who taught them the game. So now that person targets the individual who they hack into their account, and now they know everything about you. They can see everything. So it's like whatever I do here on my laptop or on my mobile device, or if you have a tablet, they already can see everything what you're doing, because they're mirroring everything that you do. They can see, and they see everything, and they move data around. So the feds know that they have been using old information about me, because they've been trying to find ways to set me up. Because what they tried to do is that they tried to make me look like as if I was a criminal by using the staged crimes that they implant, try to make you look guilty for, but it's all staged and done together with each other. So since they have been trying to find a way to get out from being exposed from the fraud that they have done, they have been trying to find a way to set me up, frame me for the stuff that they're doing. Y'all gotta be a bunch of idiots. You really gotta be an idiot, because you still going to be exposed one way or the other for what you're doing, because anything that you do, it's a federal investigation, and everything is going to be exposed, everything that you do against me. So they're trying to set me up, but the feds already know what they have been trying to do. See, I was 10 steps ahead of all of them. When they were coming after me, I already knew that the feds were watching them and that they were really dumb. I mean, really dumb. Well, I got to say it like this. These people, when people let their ego get to their head and they think that they that they think that they're above you and that no one's watching them, think again. God is watching you and he sees everything that you do. And on top of it, because they were running with a pack, that they were going to outdo me. No, think again, because see, one person can take the whole organization and bring it down to its knees. Because you know why? Because see, my intuition had already told me that y'all were under investigation and that y'all were all being watched. And all I had to do was stay quiet. All I had to do was just be quiet and keep moving while everybody was gathering the information, the evidence, the facts to what you were doing. Exposed your own self, dummies. That's why you're going down for 25 to life. Get ready because you're about to lay down. So these people, so thirsty to try and set me up, frame me up for something with their implanted evidence that all the crimes that they committed themselves were trying to put it on me. Make that make sense. That right there just goes to show you how stupid and idiotic these people are. But of course, they let everything go to their head, thinking that they were a lot more smarter than higher intelligence, and they all fell into their own pit. Now that pit that they fell into is the grave that they dug for their own selves by their own evidence against themselves to what they've done. Not only to me, but to all of the innocent families that you did this to. Payback is here for you to pay. So, and that is not for the ones who jump ship. That's a whole different story. They have changed. So karma starts to work different for the individuals who make a conscious choice to change. Their future changed because whenever you do the right thing to help another person and the millions of people who were taken advantage of, that right there, God starts to work with you because God now knows that you've made a huge decision to make a, a change for yourself and for everybody. So now let me see what else. How's everybody doing today? I'm having a wonderful day. And I always bring my little snack. So I love cheese it. So I'm going to munch on a little bit while I give you the rest of the news. Delicious. Okay. So they know in this community, they know that in this community that there's a woman who has her own office, and that this woman who is sitting in front of her computer, who is sitting in front of her computer is hacking. This is what she does for work. Everybody is doing this. But this woman is sitting in front of her office, hacking, transferring funds from all of the identities that are being utilized for fraud. So this is fraud online. The person is being exploited. They're being sex trafficked. They're being utilized for court for inheritance, trust funds, wills, life insurance policies, working for a pedophile, a goddamn pedophile who is paying for all of this, who don't give two fucks about you, that you're about to go down. So get ready, people. There's going to be a big raid. Everybody's getting locked up. I had told everybody about this, that doors were going to be kicked down. People were going to go down. There were going to be arrests. A whole entire community. Oh boy. A whole entire community trying to conceal the fraud. Oh my God, this is going to be huge when it hits the news. And they're going to have this all over throughout the world. The whole entire world is going to be shocked because this is a whole community. Can you believe that? A whole community that was trying to conceal fraud, hacking, everything, sex exploitation, child trafficking, child exploitation. All of these people, oh my God, the world is going to be shocked when all the proof and evidence comes out and everybody gets arrested and everybody's on the news. This is going to be talked about throughout the world. Everybody's going to talk about this community and what they did to me and the military family, my ex-best friend, what she did to me and my family. Oh my God. This is big. This is major. They also know, the feds found out that 3 men had ordered my birth certificate. They had ordered my birth certificate and they utilized it for fraud. So they're getting locked up. They're getting locked up because they were all behind all of this. And these 3 men who had ordered my birth certificate had no right to order my birth certificate. But this is what they do. They go into your account, they hack, they got all your information, and then behind your back, they order your birth certificate. The feds know about these 3 men who had ordered my birth certificate and utilized it. They utilized it because they use it for fraud, but they're going down. Being connected to this whole community, they're going down definitely. And they're going to do heavy time because I was utilized. These people who took my birth certificate, everybody, ex-best friend, community members, military families, all of these people who did this to me are going down, and they're going to get big time. They're going down for 25 to life, probably even more, because they're going to all be hit with RICO charges, racketeering, money laundering. And another thing, be ready. Within 3 days, you're about to receive a letter from the bank from an international bank that is going to deliver some bad news to all of y'all. Oh, you'll see. It's going to be bad news for you, but very good news for me. That just goes to show you how higher intelligence is all over this community. And they know all the banks that you work with. You work with PNC Bank, Bank of America. You work with all of these banks that are all tied into the accounts that you have with storefronts, transferring money, how you utilize people's identity so that you can steal money. You should be ashamed of yourself doing this against innocent families. But you're going to get everything that is coming to you because you deserve it. Because you have no right to do something like this because you want to make easy money. Who the hell do you think that you are to take advantage of somebody else and make money off of that person's identity, to commit fraud, to sex traffic their children, to remove their children illegally from them with the fraudulent evidence that y'all all create, fabricate together so that you could traffic the child? You will be doing more than 25 to life. Yeah, the nerve of them to say that I have autism and ADHD. Huh. This is what they do with everybody. They rewrite your history and then they give you another history, different. They give you a made up medical things to put. And this is where all of the Social Security, disability that they all collect when they have these direct care workers, nurses aid who work from home, utilizing your identity so that they could get a free check. They know that all of these individuals that are working and living in these communities, this controlled environment, how they target the person and then they put these fraudulent medical diagnosis that they all whip up and write up on documents through AI tech pros. And then they get the direct care workers to cash in by stating that, do you know how many people are about to go down for all of this fraud? Oh my God, this is going to be a big major takedown. They got everybody. They got all of these people who've been collecting money from Social Security disability by making up all of these fraudulent medical claims on the person so that they could get a disability check. And the direct care worker will receive a check from a person who they're not even taking care of. This is how all of this fraud is being discovered throughout this whole entire community, who is about to be all arrested, hauled off, and thrown into jail for a very long time. So there's also another thing that I wanted to also mention about. So this is why yeah, the nerve of them, the nerve of them to say that I was a drug addict, a prostitute, a person in poor health. these people, these people are really going to go down. But they let their ego, all of it, go to their head. They thought that they weren't. going to go down for all of this stuff, that their secrets were always going to be a secret. With the real estate properties, how they have these contracts, how they work together, how they get these payouts, how they're managers overseeing homes with hidden audio, cameras. Oh my God, this is huge. I'm going to end this video. And I just wanted to say to everybody who jumped ship, thank you so much for all of your information. And I know who you are. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I want to thank you. Actually, you're saving yourself. And you should, you are in your right for doing so, because by you giving so much information and not protecting that child trafficker, God is going to bless you. Trumpets are ringing in heaven for you, just for you, for what you've done. And I know there's many of y'all who have done so. So thank you so much. So say a little prayer for everybody. Thank you, blessed Heavenly Father, Aravat, the great I am, Jeshua, Mother Mary, Mars Sector 6, Master Aetherius, Galactic Federation of Light, Commander Ashtar, Valiant Thor. Thank you, blessed Heavenly Father, for all your light, your support, for shielding all of us, for watching over all of us. Thank you for the bravery of all those who've been assisting us with this investigation. Thank you for the upright FBI, CIA, DEA, ICE, Homeland Security, law enforcement, authorities, for our military personnels, government officials, government spies, double agents, community members who have jumped ship. Thank you, blessed Heavenly Father, for watching over this beautiful country, for watching all of us who are working together within this investigation. Thank you for bringing organized crime down to its knees, working together as a group, as a team, having each other's back. Thank you for all that you do, for watching over us. Thank you, blessed Heavenly Father, Mother God, absolute. So be it, and so it is. Thank you, everybody. I send y'all much love. I send you much love, and I pray for all of y'all that you do the right thing, because God loves everybody and He wants all of us to change. And I know that a lot of y'all have done that because you made that conscious choice. And I wish you and your family and your home and everybody the very best for you, your new beginnings, your new opportunity. Thank you so much. I thank everybody for all of your support, your help in this investigation. You're truly appreciated. You are the hero of this country, of the United States of America. You will always be remembered for what you've done for all of us. Thank you. Take care, everybody. God bless our country. God bless our president, Mr. Trump, and his beautiful family. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Bye.